Road to Success is brought to you by Equity Bank.
Equity Bank, you are listening, caring partner.
As people grow older, they tend to delegate anything that has to do with technology to the younger people around them. It could be simple things like topping up your credit on your phone, sending an SMS, turning on the internet, or even putting on a DVD. In the era of ICT, this is a no-no for entrepreneurs. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. This week, we focus on the importance of ICT in business. Don't go away. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. My guest today is Mr. Michael Wachira. He's the CEO of Virtual Essence. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about Virtual Essence. What is it? I mean, that's a really, you can't quite tell from the name. So tell me about the business.
Virtual Essence was established in 2006, May 2006. Yeah, the whole core business was meant to be giving service to enterprise market, ICT services. This includes a website strategy and management, for example, hosting websites, domain names, those kind of things. Yeah, from there we have other items like ICT, servers, PCs, laptops, on a smaller scale. Other things that you're doing is at a radio management consultancy, whereby you have people, big companies that have projects with radio, then we do project management for them. This was the first mission, which we continued all the way till 2007. We wanted to do something which is, has more life, more destiny, more future for this country. Then we came up with these ideas. We thought about society and we want to look at fundamentals which can change the outlook of the country in the later years. We thought about it and we thought one of the issues which is addressable, the pillar, the cardinal issues is education. And we thought education is really key. We can actually maybe do something about it. So we thought about it. We thought we're technology guys. This is education, we can do e-learning. And in 2008, we gave birth to Virtual Learning Center Kenya. It was meant to be dedicated to offer e-learning solutions to schools, training teachers, capacity building, telling people what e-learning is as far as education is concerned.
Michael, what is your background? Because a lot of the things that you've described are very technical. And do you have any technical background in terms of education, experience?
I'm an engineer by profession. I used to fix PCs. I used to fix servers. From there, I started fixing networks and routers. So entirely, I'm an engineer by profession.
And then your work experience, was it also in that area? Or did you finish college and just jump into business?
No, I got employed a couple of times where I've been doing engineering kind of things. Engineering from the configurations perspective, then I moved to solutions design. This is something a little bit not on the configurations, but not on the pure selling, whereby I understand the needs of the customers. I'm able to design solutions for them and be able to give to the salespeople to sell.
So if I walked into Virtual Essence today, what is the bouquet of solutions or items or that I can, or services that I would be able to get from you people?
Today we have MsingiPACK as the main product that we are working with. MsingiPACK is not an e-learning software for children. It's not just that. MsingiPACK is an e-learning solution for children in the upper primary class, parents and teachers. It's a product which you can be able to use, academic and non-academic. The academic section, you can be able to get into MsingiPACK, can be able to view the syllabus overview as prescribed by KAIE today. Many parents don't know that. We have this information available in the KAIE notice board. We need parents to be able to know what the children are learning. So we have step-by-step each and every unit or each and every subject of what the children learn. Then from there, we have tutorials, which are aligned unit by unit with the syllabus.
Okay.
Saying unit 1 of maths is whole numbers. Then you have tutorials that tell you what whole numbers are, examples, and everything. From there, you have topical questions of that particular unit. Questions which you need to look at, you need to be able to tackle, and if you don't get them right, you can be able to focus on the tutorials to be able to know how to get it right. Over and above that, you have weekly assignments. So for each and every week of the year, for each and every subject, a child has something they can do on a weekly basis.
So who corrects the weekly assignments? Does the software also correct it?
No.
If I do my assignment?
No. What happens is that the software helps you, but for the weekly assignments, also the topical questions, you may need to refer either to other books or to your parent or to a tutor or to a teacher to be able to help you out. Let's say a weekly assignment can refer to do a composition on a certain subject. Yeah? Once a child does that composition will not be backed by the software. You need to get either a teacher at the end of the week or a parent to be able to look at. The whole idea of the pack is to be able to assist the whole year round a child to be able to concentrate on certain things. Yeah, and so you're not replacing really the teacher, is helping, supplementing.
I also see it has past papers, the KCPE's past papers.
Yeah.
Are they, how many years have you gone back in terms?
2005. You said in 2005, so that's where the new syllabus started. Anything before 2005 is the old syllabus, which is not relevant today. Yeah, from 2005 till 2009, that's where the current syllabus lies.
So can a child actually sit down and do these past papers?
Absolutely.
With this software?
Absolutely.
And then it's graded by the software?
Absolutely.
Wow, Michael, I mean, this MsingiPACK is very fascinating, but we need to take a short break now. When we return, you'll tell us more about it. Don't go away.
There are easier ways to look after your money. Introducing M-Kesho, the account on your phone. Open yours today at any Equity Bank branch or selected M-Pesa agents countrywide. M-Kesho from M-Pesa and Equity Bank.
Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. My guest today is Mr. Michael Wachira. He's the CEO of Virtual Essence. Welcome back to the show. Before we went on the break, you were sharing with us about the business, Virtual Essence, and really a business in ICT. And before we went on the break, you were sharing with us the components in the MsingiPACK. And then I noticed that there are two. There's a blue and a green one. What's the difference between the two packs?
MsingiPACK, the way it has been done, you can use it in school, at home, or the other edition was you can be available online. So we have the green one, which is for home user. Home user means you install it in one computer, and you can have up to 6 people using it, logging in different IDs, using the same content. A school edition, however, is for installing in a computer lab. You have schools with 15 computers, 20 computers, 30 computers. So it's a server-based environment. So we have a few flavors for the school edition. We have a standalone environment whereby schools have computers that are standalone, they're not networked. So that's one version. Another version we have is a server-based environment whereby you have 20 computers installed and having applications running from the server. So you have this installed on the server and students can access it from the server.
You know, I'm looking at this and thinking, I mean, this is such useful tool for any home.
Yeah,
and
it's a must install.
even schools. And I'm wondering, how come it's only available at Virtual Essence? Why can't I find it in my local supermarket?
Today, you can find it from Virtual Essence, but what you can do, you can go to our website, www.vlckenya.com, and you'll get the various options in which you can get the product. We have dealers countrywide who are visiting homes, who are visiting schools, telling them about it, and you can be able to buy from them. or from us. So what you're doing, we are trying to get to the people, educating them and getting them buying the product. Once everyone knows about it, then it can be able to be available from the supermarkets and any other shop that you can get.
So you've been in this business for the last 4 years. What are some of the challenges in the business?
The first major challenge started when we started the product. Initially, we didn't have too much focus on building the company, too much. We had only one employee. Once we started the project, we needed a lot of money. Yeah, the business plan cost was coming to around 5 billion shillings. It was rocket science getting someone to be able to agree to an idea and invest 5 million shillings. So I had to go to my savings, I had to go to friends to be able to raise the capital.
What are some of the lessons that you have learned? Obviously, venturing, initially the business started in a comfort zone, in an area that you are comfortable with because it's something that you pretty much have done on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But then now here you are, you're developing something brand new that's not been in the market. What are some of the lessons that you have learned?
One of the lessons I've learned is to be very careful the people you get to do the tasks within your workplace. Initially, the idea was you have a company, you have some tasks, and you get friends and relatives or people, and you give them a task. You realize it's really difficult. It's very difficult for someone to be able to do a work the way you wanted to do it. So one of the things I learned is to be as professional as possible. If you're getting someone to do the work, if you're getting a programmer, if you're getting a teacher, you go the professional way. Get someone who can be able to deliver the task.
Tell me some success stories about MsingiPACK. Who has bought the products and is currently using it, whether it's schools or individuals, and what's the kind of feedback that you've received?
Today we have MsingiPACK in use in most of the major towns in the country. Nairobi, Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, Nakuru, Naivasha, Sagana, nearly countrywide today. We have approximately around 80 to 90 schools today using MsingiPACK on a regular basis.
What about individuals? Have families bought it, and what do the parents say about it?
We've sold 1,500 copies to date. We have parents calling, giving us feedback. Some of them some little bit of negative feedback, like why did you produce so late? Yet my child already is in class 8. That was last year. Today we have people calling, talking about the product, saying it has so many things and it has helped the children pass exams.
Tell me about 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do you see Virtual Essence? Because obviously MsingiPACK is just really one of the products that Virtual Essence has. As a business, where do you see yourselves?
5 years from now, geographically, I see myself in Southern Sudan, in Rwanda, in Uganda, in Tanzania already. Product-wise, I see myself having products all the way down to kindergarten, all the way up to secondary school, to colleges, whereby if you're doing, for example, you're employed, you're doing your CPAs or any other course, and you're able to do everything from your desk. Today we have lots of people, working class, who are going to colleges and they have so many courses they want to do, including CPAs, and they don't have enough time to sit in a class, but they have the resources. These people could be very good candidates for e-learning. Yeah, so these are all plans that we have in the future.
Michael, thank you so much for coming to share your story with us. It's exciting to see Kenyans, young Kenyans, developing businesses that are beyond just profit, but looking at how they can impact society and creating an impact in education through e-learning is fantastic. So thank you so much for coming to share that story with us.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to be in the show myself. Thank you.
You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. When we return, we'll be speaking to a consultant. Don't go away.
gowns and hoods trimmed with academic colors of respective disciplines set the stage for the 13th African Nazarene University graduation ceremony. Ms. Beara led the academic procession with over 250 graduates in line for the ceremony held at the university's main campus in Rongai. Among the graduates was Equity Bank CEO Dr. James Mwangi, here to receive an honorary doctorate of Letters of African Nazarene University for ideas that have transformed the lives of millions of Kenyans.
Dr. James Mwangi has been recognized as a leading professional by international and national leaders and has been awarded the 2007 Global Vision Award in Microfinance alongside Nobel laureate Professor Mohammed Yunus in recognition of their role in making microfinance one of the, quote, concepts of the future, unquote. Under Dr. Mwangi's leadership, Equity Bank transformed from an insolvent building society to the leading microfinance bank in Africa, and now into a fully regulated commercial bank. Under his visionary leadership, innovation and selfless service, Equity has economically empowered the population that other financial institutions had labeled unbankable. As a gesture of our gratitude to your service, for your service, and with great pride that we can call you one of our foremost native sons, and in accordance with our charter, it is with immense pleasure that African Nazarene University awards you, James N. Mwangi, the degree of Honor Humane Letters, honoris causa, for your distinguished service to humanity. Congratulations to you, Dr. James Mwangi.
Dr. Mwangi was awarded the doctorate together with Safaricom CEO Michael Joseph for innovations that have demonstrated how financial and telecommunications institutions can deepen financial inclusion of the unbanked. The dissertations on both Dr. Mwangi and Dr. Joseph highlighted the Equity Bank and Safaricom partnership service that introduced the revolutionary money transfer account, M-Kesho.
In his service to the Kenyan community through Safaricom, Mr. Michael Joseph has introduced new enterprises and new products to the industry which have contributed to growth, but equally important, have contributed to community development in Kenya. Among these, the well-known M-Pesa, the first service of its kind in the world, which allows money transfer using a mobile phone. Jointly with Equity Bank, Safaricom has introduced a product called M-Kesho that allows access to micro-savings, micro-insurance, and micro-credit transactions. Through this bank account, customers can earn interest from as little as 1 shilling and withdraw cash from their Equity Bank accounts to their M-Pesa accounts and deposit through their M-Pesa accounts to their M-Kesho bank accounts.
Dr. Mwangi was awarded the doctorate for his role in turning around the former Equity Building Society to the profitable Equity Bank that is now cross-listed in Kenya and Uganda. In his acceptance speech, Dr. Mwangi discussed the need for service providers to reach out to ordinary people through affordable products that enable them to live dignified lives.
Today, as I accept this honorary doctorate of letters with deep joy and humility, this is a recognition to me, to the founders of Equity Dream, which we have continued to pursue with dedication and commitment. It is a recognition of our African spirit, a spirit that inspires us to reach out to the ordinary people and walk with them in their journey of socio-economic transformation. A spirit that binds us together in the struggle for financial freedom, and a spirit that will take us to a place where a majority of African people will have access to modern services.
He said the newly launched M-Kesho service will transform Kenyans' lives as the agent banking model permeates rural centers to become economic hubs.
It is my hope that this honor will inspire the youth of this country, those who are graduating here today and those who are coming behind them. The youth who carry the future of Africa in their hearts, They are the ones who inherit the leadership and take Africa to the next level, a place where rural centers will be turned into economic hubs, where communities will exploit local resources, improve their living standards, and live dignified lives.
Honorary doctorates, also referred to as honoris causa, are conferred as a way of honoring a distinguished personality for contributions to a specific field or to society in general. Dr. Mwangi has previously been awarded honorary doctorates in business administration from Kenya Methodist University, Doctor of Humane from Kenyatta University, and Doctor of Entrepreneurship from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
Welcome back. You're watching Road to Success, the key to your next level in business. Our consultant on this segment is Jeff Makoha from Outdoors Africa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Today we're talking about the opportunities in ICT available for, people in business, entrepreneurs, people who are starting out. And maybe we can start by defining what we mean by ICT. I know it's a term we've even used in the earlier segment, but let me not assume that we know what it is.
For most people, the moment you mention ICT, they see a laptop or a desktop. I mean, it just ends with the computer in the office or the computer in the house. Take the three initials, or the three letters, I standing for information. As long as there is information, and we are living in a world where that is just becoming bigger and bigger. So much information generated every day. Now, this information is always moving from place to place. If I need to talk to Anne, I can either meet her in person, I give her the information, I can send someone else, or I find a different channel of making sure that what you need to know that I am aware of gets to you. And that's the component of communication. Now, take information and take communication. And then we have technology to facilitate this information becoming, getting in from one person to the other. Mm-hmm. So the whole infrastructure, including the tools that you would need to facilitate the same, by and large is what comprises the ICT industry. So it really goes beyond just the hardware or the gadgets that you physically see. There is the component you do not see, and to a great extent, that's really where the opportunities exist, both for the individual and for the businesses as well.
In the earlier segment, I was speaking to Michael from Virtual Essence, and he has produced a product that really is e-learning for primary school. But there's a misconception, like with some of the teachers, that it's going to take away their jobs. And I'm thinking, a lot of people fear ICT or fear getting involved in technology because they think it will replace them. Is that true?
That is not true. In fact, it's very far from the truth. And the reason why I say it's not true is because, number one, with reference to the Msingi product that Mr. Wachira talked about, number one, it makes learning very exciting. I can imagine if